Alu, what is our first main topic today?
All right, main topic number 1 comes to us from Jared M. Jared says, I saw a new social media spot for Black Adam, which I'm going to see later tonight, and they straight up revealed Superman. It's a text message thread showing the two heroes talking. I know everyone already knew Superman had a cameo in the movie, but I didn't think they'd straight up reveal it in the marketing. What do you think about their move?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Jared. And yeah, listen, it has been, you can't even call it the worst kept secret. Of course, talking about Henry Cavill appearing as Superman and Black Adam. You can't even call it a worst kept secret because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has literally been going on talk shows talking about it. He hasn't said the name Henry Cavill, but everybody knew what he was talking about. Well, now they are literally in a lot of their online campaigning now. They're just straight up revealing that Superman is in it. And actually, if you scroll down a little bit on that one there, Jonathan, on that page that you have, you'll see that they actually have their social media the reveal that's right about there. It is
right here.
Oh. Yeah. So this is actually from the DC official social media. And when you pay it, you see it's Superman talking, then The Rock puts 3 green stones. The joke in it is Superman writes back and says, "What's that?" He says, "It's another rock that can kick your ass." Which I thought
it was cute.
That was funny.
Yeah,
that wasn't cute. That was
funny.
That was really funny. So, and then he says his line from the movie Black Adam, "We have to talk." So they're straight up revealing it now. Look, I think that the initial plan was probably to have Henry Cavill be a surprise.
Yep.
I think that was probably the initial plan, that when people see this post-credit scene, boom, bang, bonkers, right? People are going to go crazy. That was probably the initial plan. Okay, we'll keep it under wraps. We'll keep it quiet. I think as they started getting to about 2 months outside of when the movie was opening, I think they realized the tracking numbers, while not bad, were not as good as they were hoping it would be. And I think I don't think it's a coincidence that's right around there is about the time that you started to see The Rock dropping more and more hints and then basically coming out and saying it on Fallon, is because they needed another hook to draw attention to the movie. And I think that was probably the plan. So at this point, I'm not surprised that their marketing is just straight up saying it. Also, you got to remember that theoretically speaking, while this social media ad dropped yesterday, officially that is when the movie came out, was yesterday. And they just probably figured the whole world knows about it already. And with people coming out of theaters, that's just going to be confirmed. We might as well lean into it and take advantage of it from a marketing perspective. Because remember, when the theatrical version of Justice League came out, they did not put Superman in their marketing. And they suffered for it. And as soon as the movie came out, they immediately changed course and started ramping out Superman being in. So I think they didn't want to make the same mistake. So Rob, my basic feeling is it probably wasn't the original plan. But a couple months out, they clearly changed direction they were talking about. Were you surprised to see that their marketing now is just explicitly mentioning Superman?
No, because they've come out and they've flat out laid out their plan. How this was just the beginning. And the whole plan was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says, I want to make a Superman versus Black Adam movie. And not only that, I went back and, dude, his producing partner was talking about doing a Kingdom Come movie back in 2019.
Yeah.
Flat out talking about all this. And so why not? Why not? This movie was terribly marketed. We've talked about the trailers not being good. I think they should have leaned into the history of Black Adam and shown that.
Let's not get into reviewing the movie at this point.
No, but I just mean that it was badly marketed, and they could have done this kind of social media. This taking a page from Deadpool, doing kind of some fun social media stuff. Yeah. They should have done more for that. What I meant was to say was like people don't know who Black Adam is. And I think by getting into it, by getting into his historical perspective, like, who is he? And they could have leaned into that in the marketing. So, because most of the audience is like, Black Adam, well, if you told people literally in the market 5,000 years ago, he was this guy, whatever. And
he was this guy. That should say exactly
give him
that.
some reason, give people reason to know, like, oh, I want to see who this character is and what's he going to do when he gets here. They didn't do any of that. And I thought that this piece of viral marketing was actually fun. They could have made it fun. They could
probably should have come out 3 weeks ago.
That's what I mean. 100%. And they could have been telling you, because even the trailers doesn't, if you're casual, like I always go back to my mom. My mom knows who Superman is. Really? Superman's in a new movie? My 83-year-old mom. I say, Mom, Black Adam's coming out. What? My mom doesn't know.
Do you guys see this? Them doing this, like if someone was on the fence to actually push them to go see it.
Yes, I think there will be some people.
Yeah.
It's not a huge mark, but there are going to be some, because let's face it, if you're really interested in Superman, you're probably going to go see a Black Adam movie anyway. But I do think there are going to be some people that are on the fence that hearing that Henry Cavill is going to be Superman will be in there. Now, this a question that I've heard a bunch of, and one of our regular viewers, Angel Feliciano, asked in the live chat, they're asking, why didn't they just give Superman an actual role in the movie? Well, the answer to that question is because when they made Black Adam, Warner Brothers was under ownership that was done with Henry Cavill as Superman. Remember, the old regime at Warner Brothers, they were done. They were putting Henry Cavill Superman behind them. They were moving on, even though Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson argued with them and begged them and pleaded with them to let him put Henry Cavill Superman in. The old regime said no. So that's, I mean, no, forget just cameo. Like, forget about putting him in as a regular role in the movie. They weren't even going to let him cameo. They were done. So it wasn't until after the movie was shot and then the new ownership of Warner Brothers came in that do like Henry Cavill's Superman that they were able to do that. But at that point, the only thing left you can really do is create a post-credit scene. So in the very understandable question is, why didn't they just give him a role in the movie? That would have made it huge. Because they couldn't, because the old Warner Brothers leadership said no.
I think they need to do a short film about Black Adam going to the Apple store and getting his first iPhone. So he can text Superman. Like, what is an iPhone? Well, here it is.
I'd be down.
I would see this movie just to see that post-credit scene.
By the way, you mean you would see this movie again. Just to see that post-credit scene?
Yeah, like it's short. But
you
man,
had tears.
My goosebumps.
You had some tears.
Seeing him on screen again was beautiful, man. I didn't think we were ever going to see it again. So
it was good to see.
Shot. Cavill needs that one last shot.
All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? I mean, look, they have been blatantly revealing that Superman was in this anyway. Now they're actually saying the name Superman. Are you surprised that they're doing it? Are you not? Or you're like, what's the big deal? Everybody knew anyway. That's understandable. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of this video, MasterClass. You guys know we have been sponsored by MasterClass, and we love them here at the John Campea Show for giving us in-depth information on a wide variety of topics from the world's best experts. With MasterClass, you can learn from the world's best minds anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can learn the art of filmmaking from James Cameron, improve your cooking skills from Gordon Ramsay, or learn how to make compelling YouTube videos from Marquise Brownlee. With over 150 classes from a range of world-class instructors, that thing you've always wanted to do is closer than you think. I was recently watching through the independent filmmaking course by Spike Lee, and I found it fascinating that not only did he cover the broader topics like working with actors, but he also gets into finer details like working with a cinematographer and how to properly audition a DP for your project. It was fascinating. So guys, I highly recommend that you check it out. Get unlimited access to every class, and as a John Campea Show listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea now. That's masterclass.com/Campea for 15% off Masterclass.